Today we're getting word that there is no deal. They're saying that a shutdown looms after Trump refuses to sign this funding bill without wall money. Now there's a separate individual that has raised money, a GoFundMe, some $1 million to try to go toward that. But in this situation, with funding, oftentimes there is a threat of shutting down the government if things don't go a certain way. And right here they're saying that Trump will not sign the continuing resolution to keep the government open, as it does not contain any funding for the border wall. This is coming from Paul Ryan. Now, when we look over here at the Dow, it just slid more than 600 points, and it's amid this government funding showdown. Now, we also just had Powell come out and state that he was raising the interest rate, and this is after he came out and told the whole world he was not going to do it. They came out and they did it. And they raised it for the fourth time in a year. And of course, Trump wanted to keep going back and trying to say, well, if anything gets screwed up, it's going to be because of this. But bottom line, in this situation, we see the stocks, the Dow, a lot of these sectors sliding. Now, when it comes to a bear market, there's a few things to keep in mind here. You have to look at what some of the biggest drivers were here during the last bull market, as everything was going north. And tech stocks were among the largest traded in that. So it's no surprise that they're among the largest being dumped here at this point. Now, they're saying that during the last 3 decades, when the S&P 500 fell 10% or more in a 6-month span, they were able to track exactly where it was to where we sit today. And they're saying that the S&P tech sector, on average, loses 20.3% when the S&P 500 is down at least 20%. So it's rare for the sector to skirt a bear market when the bigger benchmark is in a correction. So at this point, they're saying some of the safe havens, some of the areas that are holding up better are utilities and healthcare. And that's followed by energy, then communications, then materials, and then finally the S&P 500, industrials, financials, and information technology there at the bottom. There are several bills that are being looked at and evaluated by Congress, but a lot of those are going to wait until next year, as it looks like everything is getting stalled out at this point. But an update to the markets and where they sit, a reflection of all the talk and what's going on out there. I'm going to leave a link below, and I'm going to continue to update. Make sure to follow me on Twitter for the latest updates, and join us for Underground World News Live Friday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern, Dabu77.